Hi everyone, it's Norman Kochnick here, once again joining you from the Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick channel. Of course, we have done earlier about the Australia-Sri Lanka match, and as you would be aware, Australia, having gotten 364 today, saw Sri Lanka get 2 for 184 with Kosal Mendes, a magnificent 86. Sorry, I'll get that right. It wasn't Kosal Mendes, it was actually Karunaratne. Damuth Karunaratne got a sensational 86. And Kosal Mendes is actually 84 not out, and they're 2 for 184. So they've halved the score that has gone on to Australia, and they've done a very good job. The match we're going to be talking about today, of course, is the second T20 international between England and India. Again, Lion is struggling. Yes, you are right, Himanshu, but he's 10th on the world ranking for wickets takers. We can't knock him. All right, so this after the first T20 international where India did a job on England well and truly. Will England come back in the second T20 international in Birmingham, Edgbaston? We will see. Now, obviously, players like Moeen Ali, Josh Butler, and Liam Livingstone, three of the crucial players for England. But obviously, India have a whole swathe of Ishan Kishan, Shreyas Iyer, Harsha Patel, and Bhuvi Kumar. Now, we don't know whether they're all going to be playing. We're not even sure whether the likes of Kohli should come back on the side. And Subhash said, I told Northern Australia has scored 100 to 150 runs less than the first inning. Now, they probably have. Sri Lanka could well be 100 runs in front. It could well. The day by day, it's going to be difficult for batting. It will get progressively worse, that's for sure. And that Sri Lanka match. But 2 for 184, they could easily knock off the total 360 odd. You think they will do that? Australia won't have it all their own way. But in this match between England and India, after the first one where they're certainly given a shellacking, it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens with the way that India played the first match. You would think that India would certainly be in with a great chance of doing it again, but England should bounce back. That's my first important message. Day 3 was moving day. Day 3 was moving day. What do you mean by that? Is that moving day for you, Himanshu? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. But anyway, it's July 10th tomorrow, which is, going to be an interesting day. So look, get back to the England match. It's basically the T20 blueprint, as they're calling it. You would think a team from home would have a better chance of winning, but in fact, it hasn't happened that way. It's India won the first match. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Gora 86, is that Gorat? Is that based on the, at the moment, Gota in Sri Lanka? The Gota Rajapaksa is another major rally going on with lots of kerfuffle there. It's quite incredible. The amount of... So, there's another little stat here that I found interesting. The fewest innings to reach 28 centuries, which is what Smith did. Bradman did it in 72 innings, and no one's going to beat that. Sachin Tendulkar did 144 innings, and Steve Smith did 153. So, albeit it just goes to show how far Bradman is ahead, and even Tendulkar for that matter as well. They both... But we're putting someone of Steve Smith in that league. He has returned the favour somewhat. It's good on him. He probably has been a bit out of favour of late, but we'll just see what he does in this particular match after the century. Will he continue to do so? I'm hoping he will. So Virat's back, is he? Okay. The main thing is Sri Lanka's going to bat at last. Yes. New Zealand versus Ireland coming up. Yeah, okay. Kohli needs to score. Good 50 today. And that's if he's back on the side. It looks like he is. Head, Green, Carey, poor first innings. Will cost each other, yes, I'd say. Also, Bangladesh was his fast over Shaka rested. How many reasons going to USA? Okay. There's a lot going on at the moment, that's for sure. Let's just have a look at this situation here. This particular stat is very telling about the whole. Interesting, I'll have to say, is my word for that stat. How are you? Ahmed Raza, you're here. Razul Hassan, you're both here. In fact, I'm looking forward to when Sri Lanka play Pakistan later on, in only a matter of a few weeks. Aussie talents are only good in Australia. They are pathetic away from home. I'd agree with that. Chandra, again, you're criticising Australia. No, leave you. Gorak, 86. I was wrong in saying Prabhath was bad. He was better than all bowls, I guess. He certainly was. He certainly proved to be. No doubt about that. Good on Jimith Corner right now. He led from the front. Amit Mishra, hello, darling. That guy. Oh, my darling. Amit Mishra, I haven't seen you for a while. It was the same Amit Mishra that I've known for over a period of time. Yeah, so the live. We've got to share this. So watch now. I'm telling people, watch now. I will try and get a hold of David Graven. He's meant to. David Graven's meant to be coming. Twitter. Not a big Twitter person, actually. Never really got into Twitter that big a way. But it's and of course I'll share it on my Facebook page and the like as well. So why are you saying sorry for me, Maj? What have you been for? India versus Zimbabwe talk? Well, can't get so, but he's towards Zimbabwe at the moment. Their standard of cricket is so bloody low. Then they've got political issues, military issues. Not much going right in those places. It's going to be interesting to see what will Virat play though. Well, that's the big question, Sarah J. I would say if he's fit, he better start to play because he can't afford to be out of the lineup for too long because they've got plenty of players playing very well. You don't want to have that situation occur, do you? At all. Just posting a few things. So the second T20 International in Birmingham, which is effectively Edgbaston, it will be a fairly big match for England because they've been hit quite hard by the first match, but they got beaten quite resoundingly by India. So some news, Asia Cup. What news are you talking about there, Amit? I mean, to explain what we're talking about. I'm just trying to get a hold of David Graven because I know he'd like to talk about this whole thing. I mean, to explain what we're talking. Because David Graven is a very. Look who came back. Oh, God, some stuff going on here. Oh, good. New followers here. Just trying to get a hold of that. So, again, you're criticizing us. That's okay to criticize. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. It's not something that I would be concerned about at all. Just going to have to email David Graven about this. So, guys, tell me your team. Start to tell me your team. If they're going to be on this broadcast, I need to get your idea of what the Indian team should be. The England team will also probably go through some change. But I saw Sam Curran was back in the side. That was international in Birmingham. It was set. All right. Cummins. Okay, let's look at. schedule like? Okay. Cummins has very unlucky. His batters aren't scoring him runs on the flat deck. Well, that's partly true. Protests are going on outside Gallstone. Will day 3 happen? Well, you would think so. It's a matter of 1 wicket. Australia will be back in contest. Do you think so? Well, potentially, but I would argue with Ross and Dickwell still to come. There's a fair bit of leeway there for them. They've done well, haven't they? Come on, they've done well. We've had the first test where they're out in 22 overs. They've certainly lasted longer than that this time. Yeah. Why you hate Australia? No, okay. Heston's past score is 500 goal. It would have been 400. Sri Lanka got a huge upper hand in this game. I thought it could also be a contention if they at least true. So Abhishek Sharma, thankfully, got some players. So VK punt, VK's in Villa. Kohli, punt, Bumrah, in, Ishant, DK, Ashik, deep out. Okay, well, that makes sense. Is that with some certainty? Agreed, because it's not one. Okay, so is that the 3 that are in? Look at some. Let's just see. Yeah, so there is definitely Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant. You're right there. I think who was it who said that? Abhishek Sharma. Did you say that? How are you, Sumant Awashi? How are you? You'll probably interfere with the match tomorrow, much as band will be considered as a draw. That's a hell of a consideration. I think I'll go ahead. They're looking at some Lancashire teams. Philip Salt, apparently. Keaton Jennings, Tim David there from Australia. Actually, they mentioned him yet again. And Essex Eagles, Matt Critchley, Dan Lawrence, Tom Wesley, Daniel Sams, Australian, another Australian there. Simon Harmer, captain. Yes, there's a few Australians, and there's both Daniel Sams from Essex and Lancashire's got Tim David. They get paid quite well, these guys. Finn Allen, would like to make ideas tomorrow. Are you happy to see New Zealand first, young man? Yeah. Now you're criticising Sri Lanka Republic. No, we're not. He's not. Today, Pakistan's cricket team training session has been cancelled because of the protest was going on. Okay. Mendes 100 tomorrow. I think Kushal Mendes very deserves that. Yeah, but let's get back to today. So Kohli, punt, and Bumrah will come back into play. So you will see Arshdeep probably fall out. Nishan Kishan will go. And probably the third will be, well, maybe even higher. So Rohit Sharma, Rohit Pant, Kohli, Sky, Huda, Pandya, DK, depending, Jadeja, Bhuvi, Arshdeep, Bumrah. Okay, it's early. I don't know. We have to wait and see. We're not sure who's. We're going to find out very soon. In about another 18 minutes, we'll find out exactly who will be in. I'd say Rohit Sharma and Rishabh Pant will both be in. Hardik Pandya will certainly. Ishan Kishan probably won't be. He'll be the scapegoat, I'm afraid. Do you think Australia has scored enough in their first? No, they haven't. Simon Awashi, I don't think so at all. But it's probably more that Sri Lanka got their act together. If Sri Lanka was batting as badly as they did in the first test, they would have been definitely would have had a hope. Kabaldev was quite strong about Virat Kohli, saying it's time he thinks about letting the younger guys get in the side as opposed to him. Interesting. I think there's an element of truth there. Kohli would be better suited to stay in the long format, the test format, and then leave the T20 and ODI alone. Australia 150 runs short. In Australia 150 runs short. They may well be, but it may well be that Sri Lanka's batted well enough to make the score close. England's polling is poor. That's why batsmen have a lot of pressure on Chase. Well, perhaps that's him, David. They're filming us. Who is that? Adam Rossington. Okay. Public entered President's residence today. No wonder they may enter the Australian National Shore. Well, they may destroy a cricket stadium, I can assure you. Yes, England bowlers look weak. Well, they didn't. Abhishek Sharma. If Kohli fails to score in two 20s and 3 ODIs against England, should be included in the World Cup squad. It's a great question. Whereas Tim David playing? He's playing. Well, I'm watching a show right now of, I think it's Leicester versus Essex. It's like a big bash type scenario. I think it's a Vitality Cup. Matt Chrisley just got out then. So it's Essex versus Leicester. And they're belting the ball out of the ground. It's happening in England as we speak. Debashis, would you stop having those Sabash, please? Actually, yes, I think Sri Lanka has got a good start, but they could possibly get all that for here under 300 their batting clubs. Yeah, we could say that, but I don't think so. I think they've given themselves a very good chance. Angela Matthews will take advantage of the situation, obviously. Kushal Mendes is still there as well. Russian Dick Weller, who's played well, is also there. What is the history of the Malahide ground club of Norman? Well, it's like any cricket ground. They played cricket for a long time, and it's very historical from an island perspective, and it certainly has been on the cricket stage for a long time as well. Butler was praised by Morgan. Well, understandably so. This comes out of ideas. And the pitch is like, no, I could a little bit. Butler was praised. It's good. Just here to criticise. No, Devash, Himanshu Rahel's not doing another. What do you guys just? There's Tim David. I think that's Tim David. Reports Tim David is an important member of the T20 World Cup. Shane Watson says, yes, Himanshu Rahel, he did say that. Got at 86. Norman, who do you think will be the highest scorer in the match between India and England? Let's say Virat Kohli. Let's put a name out there. Now, on the other hand, Australia backs Warner of the World Cup last year despite his poor form and he lived on the big stage. Yeah, I've got to remember that. Bit of faith in your players. It's the Vitality Cup that's going on here. Michael Pepper, all that for things. So Virat will score today and will score his 21st 100 in this series against England. Let's hope so. What's your prediction on England versus who's going to be the big triumph? Well, you have to on paper say India, but it could be a bit of a resurgence there from the English. Why international matches not played now in Sharjah? I don't know. They should. Why not? Why shouldn't they? Guess this match is going to draw. Australia will win 1-0. No, I don't think that's. I don't know about that. It's a bit early to say. Yeah, what's the next team do? But doesn't mean they'll play. Aussies are clueless against Joe Surya. Marla's got luckily. Just been, yeah, yes, it's true. I can't see. It could well be the case. Just wait and watch. Australia will win this one. No, I don't think so. No, I don't. Well, we'll wait and watch. I'll give you the credit of that. So another 13 minutes before the draw. Kevin Peterson opened on commentary in the first T20. Harry Brook is the potential place for on Morgan England white ball. So the younger batter will have his time in the sun again. Okay, interesting. Kohli's got to play. India have had basically a series of wins. England's had 3 losses in the last 4 matches. That's not very good. Okay, Sam's batting here. I always love Australian team doing well. I always back. So no one's bashing Australia. No one's doing anything like that. Also, just calm down, guys. Calm down. Getting carried away with it. Daniel Sams gets around. Let's just check what's going on here with his commentary. Just wait for his channel because I said, I know, let's don't be silly now. So the second T20I already after 20 minutes is very good. Very good. So just wait. Okay. Well, we all don't mind criticising Travis Head, do we? I don't think this one quite the best. Should be opening still. World Test Championship Australia will make it without much doubt, guys. Let's face that fact. BCCI snatched Colley's ODI captaincy, citing they can't have different captains for white ball, and now they've had 7 captains this year. You'll take it. Yeah, they're a funny bunch, the BCCI. They tend to pick favourites and support them to the hilt, and then suddenly change their mind and then back someone else. It seems to be a bit hard to keep tabs on what's going on there, if I'm being honest. Now you are criticising World Test Champ. Now stop this, you two. Now India are going to out and also well, at the moment Australia's there definitely. Who will be there? Could be Pakistan or India. I doubt it'll be South Africa. Am I right, Mr. Viner? Will India win this T20 series or England may well make it home? No, I think India will win this myself. Momentum's on their side, I would argue. So we're 10 minutes still from the toss, guys. It's funny colours, the vitality glass. We've got craft and salt. Yeah, the vitality cup or whatever it's called is a pretty good tournament actually. Australia will beat Pakistan in that Test series. I don't think so. I think Pakistan will win that one. No, sure. No, India still in the. If they beat Bangladesh 2-0, big right. Yeah. Ashwin will. What will Ashwin do? Ashwin will eat head carry going for fun if they don't prove it true. I think that's partly true. Ben McDermott, Josh, Phillip, or English. I think those 10 they are contenders, yes. Sri Lanka played well, so that your views on Satvik Bukhari. I think Sri Lanka played exceptionally well. Great batting from Kaushal Mendes and obviously Jamut Kurunaratra. We know they're capable, both of them. Angela Matthews will hopefully cash in. Australia look a bit tired. So I think Australia expected the wicket to do more. They both Labuschagne and Smith got century. So you'd have to think that Sri Lanka would have it pretty well their own way too. And it's true. They have. England Test team will be testing the Pakistan. It will be. Head scored 1 innings, but he is very vulnerable at the start of these innings. Travis Head has, in these 2 Test matches, has done nothing. Let's be honest, he's done nothing. Please improve your language. Come on, guys. Back down. England will struggle against Pakistan now. Yashir Shah also gets back to the Pakistan squad. England will always struggle against quality leg spinners. That's true. Yashir Shah was always a great bowler, in my opinion. How long have I got before the toss? Toss is not very far away. 7 minutes. Very impressive. England nowadays can't win in Australia, India, and Pakistan. England have had a pretty rough trot. They've only just come back with revenge in the last few matches. They've done very well, but yeah, they're a bit scrappy. Have to agree with you there. Lancashire versus Essex. Crofts just picking me bad saying he got 50. Salts. Oh my God. Unbelievable. That's an unbelievable catch. He's caught it and then jumped over the. I think he just touched it. It's out. It was Philip Salt. Faced 21 balls and scored 27. He's certainly coming into the attack. Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I tend to think Pakistan will win that. England has lost. I think Sri Lanka versus Australia test will win all. Well, I think so too. But the real test of any country comes in Australia and India while playing test matches. Do you agree? It does play at major parks at Victoria, yes. Gora 86, laughable at Pakistan even lost to Australia in their bloody dead pitch. Well, that was a great series, though, guys. I can't knock that at all. I'm very impressed with that series, so I'm hardly going to say. Okay, so they've rampaged into Mahinda Rajapaksa's home. Now they've gone to Gotabaya Raj. Okay, interesting. Looks bad. Amazing. Does not look good. Very bad in Sri Lanka. Okay. Getting very close to toss here, so except the last set's okay. We'll wait and see. We'll see. Rohit Sharma has an unbeaten streak of 13 captaincy victories. Yeah, that's good. Got to piss it. Exactly. Don't say he's going to look. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But that one, Fluggy has no paces. Yeah. No, it's a bit of a mess there in Sri Lanka. Luckily, we've got some cricket playing. Okay. Trying to see what's going on. There's a lot of normal Sri Lanka declare Norman 500 with the lead of 50. So, but should they get that high? They will. But let's wait. It's a long way off. They've still got to get another 180 runs to equal Australia's score. So let's get there first. I think Pakistan have got an edge. I think they've got a much more stable side. I have spinners nowadays. They don't have any people. That's what. Yeah, I would say that's true. You'll find it a little difficult when they play there. So look here. There's no mention whatsoever of any. Let's just show something. That's all we've got mess at the moment. Whitewash pack anyway, that, well, I don't see Sri Lanka didn't get. Well, let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. It's always difficult to judge after one innings of a match. Likewise with the whole situation here. So I think Sri Lanka are in a good position to be able to make a good go of this. As long as they continue batting the way they are, once they get past the score, they can start to dictate. In this night's match, I think India, especially, Swepson should have bowled more today. Yeah, I would agree with that. What a catch by Cameron Green. That was a great catch. Definitely a great catch by Cameron Green. Absolutely amazing. Now let's just see how we're going with this. We're a minute away from the toss. So yeah, so they're saying that, interestingly enough, that the last series, I think it's a great. Last time England played, Virat Kohli was the leading person. So let's hope for his sake he does it again. If Phil Moen will be the X Factor today, I think he will be too. Bumrah replaces Ashton. Okay, is that fact? We've got that as fact, have we? You would expect it to be the facts. Okay, so pump. Okay, we're getting some facts here. Okay, so Kohli replaces Huda, Pump replaces DK, and Bumrah replaces Ashton. Okay, let's have a look. Can't blame Graham. He takes, yeah. 34-year-old Richard Gleeson makes his debut for England. Okay. Are you surprised Nathan Lyon did not get a little bit? At last, stop crying. Yeah, so Richard Green, 34-year-old Green. Thirty-four-year-old. There we go. Jameis Grant and Chris Winters have broken a record that stood for 15 years. There you go. Why is it not isn't form? Andrew Barrett's a bit late, isn't it? I do too. Thanks. Oh, no. Let's just have a look here. England have won the toss and have elected to bowl. England have won the toss, elected to bowl. There we go. England elected to bowl. It's a bit of a. It's a surprise somewhat. We're getting some teams in a minute. It's interesting. It's going to be interesting. England have won the toss and they elected to bowl first. Correct. England have won the toss. I know that, guys. I'm more looking at the team selections that I want to fire. Rohit Sharma's here, and he's talking. we play also. So there were two changes. David Willey and Richard Gleeson are playing. And Robert Sharma said he would have batted first anyway. So he's happy that he lost the toss, in other words. This has been 4 changes for India. Virat Kohli, Ravindra Jadeja, and one more come in, he confirms. So there's no mention of Bumrah's coming in. I'm not getting anything about Kohli's in. Kohli Jadeja on the play. Yes, I've heard that report, but we don't know who that other player is yet. Well, why wouldn't you just tell us? David comes English and replaces Topley and Mills and then the side. Okay. I don't think they're necessarily bad players. All right. Willie came in for. So there we are. Richard Gleeson gets his go. So India's 11 is Rohit. We're getting here. Is that right? Virat, Surya, Pant, Hardik, Kartik, Jadeja, Harshil, Bumrah, and Chanel. Okay. I'm just wondering about, was the other person I mentioned in this? Not sure what's going on here. Okay. We're getting the teams, are we? I'm having to deal with this. Hello. I'm live on TV. You can talk, okay? You can talk. In a short while, okay? I'll call you back. Okay. So, India's 11. You're saying it's Robert, Virat, Surya, Pant. So, Ishan Kishan, Ashti, and Huda are gone. Jadeja's in. Kartik stays in. Okay, interesting. I'm just curious about the whole thing. Why aren't we getting the sides told us? We normally get the sides. Interesting. I'm just not sure why they're not showing something. So David Willey and Richard Gleeson are both in, and they're replacing both Topley and the other bowler. I don't know who that is offhand. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here are the sides. England. Roy Butler, captain and wicketkeeper. Malan, Moeen Ali, Liam Livingstone, Harry Brook at 6, Curran at 7, 8 Jordan, 9 Willie, Richard Gleeson, and Matt Parkinson. So that's the England side. Moeen Ali in there? He's it. Okay. Then in India's team, Rohit Sharma, Kohli, Yadav, Hunt for Pandya, Dinesh Karthik, Jadeja, Patel. This is a much better. Both sides are, you would say, have improved. I don't know whether there's necessarily enough there for England to topple this. I don't think there will be. I don't think there'll be anything to topple what was saying there. Kohli's due. Kohli is due big time. Kohli must perform, in my opinion. He's overdue in all formats. And there's no more excuses for him. Pitch looks a bit tired. So England have dropped or have taken out. Willie's gone in for Topley. And Richard Gleeson's gone in for... Who did Richard Gleeson replace? It's going to be interesting. I think England have perhaps... I'm not sure what they've done there. We know some Indian people want Australia loss because if Australia lose, some points go to India. Okay. So, yeah, Tyler Mills, who I don't think played badly. So Tyler Mills is kind of... I don't know what Gleeson does. So we've got to work out what he does. I think Ripley Topley, his name's Topley. Topley. How many runs is Kohli going to get, guys? Is he going to open the batting? I like him to do that. Is Kohli going to score runs? Is he going to open? I hope he does, actually. Not you. I've got Nasser standing out in the middle there having a bit of a chat. I think Australia are deservedly in the World Test Championship running. We need to get bigger numbers, though. Let's have a look here. So, not exactly rising above everything here at the moment. Okay, what's your thoughts, guys? We've got a bit of time there. It's hard. Nasser stays out in the middle there. Probably day 2. Sure, Broad's there in commentary with Owen Morgan. Sure, Broad obviously doesn't play the short format. He normally obviously plays Test cricket. And he's a local, isn't he, Edgbaston? As far as local, at least he's not far away. He'll probably be a future commentator of sorts, I would imagine as well. Sebastian's asking about shit. Exactly not all. Yeah. Australia's going to be in the World Test Championship final, we can be sure of that. There's no doubt. Whether they play India or Pakistan is really the issue. And also, South Africa, unless they can perform out of their skin, even though they're well positioned at the moment, I don't think they're going to be in there either. So, Sebastian, talk to me. Stop talking between you guys. Talk to me. We have a situation where really England are in the box seat. They played well in the first place. India in the box seat. So India played well in the first game, and deservedly so. So Kohli's going to open the batting with Rohit, which allows India to keep both Surya, Kumar and DK in the 11. Okay. Looks like India management is playing the potential 11 for the World Cup. Maybe KL for DK, punt, KL, DK, punt, all have different roles. Unlikely. Yeah, I think KL will probably come into the squad and might give away for DK, but DK is still worthy of having around the squad. England goes to bat, which means, of course, that India will bat. That'll be exciting to watch. So it's the same strip that they've used for the T20 Blast quarterfinal 2 days ago. So it's a used pitch. I'm just curious as to what will be. So England have chosen to bowl, throw India in the bat, and then chase down a total, as opposed to the first game where they actually batted first and no, actually the second. They did the same thing the first match. India put on the total, and then England couldn't get it. It's showing Wokes. It's showing Sand. I'm not sure they're showing this. With Rohit Sharma and Kohli opening, Surya Kumar Yadav's first drop punt, probably second. Hardik Pandya then follows with Dinesh Karthik's pretty strong threes in there. Jadeja is in. Harsh Patel bowled well. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar also bowled well. Jasprit Ball makes a return in place for Arshdeep, and Yuzvendra Chahal's here still again. With England, Jason Roy and Butler, Milan, Ali, Livingston, Brooke, Curran, Jordan, Willie, Gleeson, Parkinson. Not much stronger or weaker a side do England have, but unfair on Huda. Well, it's Abhishek Sharma. It's not really unfair. Kohli is the incumbent. I can't see them losing 4-0 though. That's a bit harsh. And they got South Africa second to beat. So there's enough reasons that Australia's going to make it now. I'd imagine South Africa fall away. Leaving a gap for. No, I've got attempted Yorkers in death overs. It was almost showing some strength. West Indies 56%, England 23% were the lowest. Sri Lanka second highest. Ireland, Australia up there. Interesting statistics. Novak Djokovic versus Nick Kyrgios. You back Djokovic. I'm hoping Kyrgios gets up. Wait and watch. Australia's going to be on top tomorrow. Okay. It's not unfair on what, as I said. Let's get some game show. So 40 minutes left. So Ishan, Huda, Aksa, and Ashdeep are out. Vera, Pant, Jadeja, okay, that's. Okay, so that's fairly important for you all to watch. Ten is unlucky. Why is 10 unlucky? Sorry, I'm going to get that right. I don't think so. 10 is unlucky number for Aussie. Tomorrow's 10. No, 87 is our unlucky number. Himanshu. Stars Jayashree took part in the protest today. There you go. His namesake protested by bowling well for Sri Lanka. Took 6 wickets. Okay. What are the chances of South Africa in the World Test Cup? Well, the chances are they could possibly be there if they keep their nose clean. Yeah, Green and Carey heads are definitely struggling. No, the Lieutenant Pitts is going to be a poor day by day. Okay. Australia are in trouble tomorrow. If Sri Lanka keep playing the way they are, there's no reason why they won't be in some sort of trouble there. Okay, pitches. Nothing wrong with the pitches here. Time-wise, we've still got a whole. So it's showing some sort of weird strike weight versus pace. I can't work at some box. It's orange and red and yellow. It doesn't make sense. Need to win three. South Africa need to win 3 out of 6 matches versus Australia and England away to cross the 70%. They're not going to do it. They're very unlikely to do it. I'd say both. But Pakistan, India have got the best chance. Pakistan do well against Sri Lanka and England at home. They're in with a great chance. India are in the same boat. They did well against Australia, and they didn't do well against England in that last match, did they? That was unfortunately a disappointment for them. England beat, so they were 2-1. They'll win against this for sure. I'm pretty sure they'll do exceptionally well, actually. All right. This match is yet to start. Oh, Morgan seems very relaxed in his new role of being part-time commentator. Let's just see. Here we go. Very good. Very opening with Norwich Ham. That's going to be worth seeing. They did well in a previous series of England, I remember. That was actually in India, though. But I'm pretty sure. I can agree with Kerry, but Grant has only one, and he's always vulnerable at the start of it, whether the sweep would come down the track. And look, he took a great catch. He's in form, young kid, I'll tell you what. Still got 9 minutes to go before the start of this. Oh, I'm so tired. I've been doing too much lately. I'm just very tempted to not be ready here for the start of this game. All right, I need to get something. I need to get a coffee inside me, guys. Just give me a second. Get a coffee going. Get a coffee going, shall I? You can enjoy the view of what's behind me there. Soon. I'll be sick, guys. Just making my coffee, guys. Coming, guys. Coming, guys. Either way, not many. Two couples of Okay, I'm back. Can't all be here forever. So, Ahmed Raz, what are you saying? Starting with the finals. At the moment, it's a fair, I would say it's a fair comment. Yes, I'd say it's a fair comment. Cheers, guys. Nice coffee. Beautiful coffee cup. Very ceramic. So, at this point in time, India batting first. They did the same thing in the first game. India batted first. They won the match, so I don't know why England doing exactly the same thing. Sugarless or sugar coffee? No sugar in my coffee. Will David will perplex India? I doubt it. Well, sugarless is actually sugarless, yeah. New Perth Stadium is a drop in pitch. I think it's much better they played at much better they played at the old Wacker. The Fremantle Doctor, great movement. So I don't think it favours them all. Here we are, England's coming out in all pink. Josh Butler coming out. Not sure what the occasion is. Fireworks going off. A bit unusual. you can't control rain, right? Consider if they're losing 4-0 to India, one draw. I can't see Australia losing 4-0 to India, but they will lose to India. Australia's the champions, favourites for the World Test Champions. I'd have to say that. Now we've got. Actually, is that Rishabh Pant that's gone out there? Yeah, Rishabh Pant is actually opening the batting with. It's not Kohli. It's Rishabh Pant and Rohit Sharma. Interesting. I think that I would have preferred to have seen Kohli go out first, but Rishabh Pant and Rohit Sharma have gone out to open together. This is what Naresh and Dickwell must do for the Sri Lanka side should also open. So Kohli's not opening the batting. Kohli will probably go in 3 or 4. He might swap with Hunt before. We'll wait and see. Who should stop predicting? Sebastian, let him predict. Wait and see. I hate South Africa. I hate them. I don't like them at all. So Rohit Sharma's played 127 matches. He's a seasoned veteran at this playoff. With his work with Mumbai Indians has been fabulous. An alternative with Punt with Delhi Capitals. Now it looks like David Willey opening the bowling. Played 33 T20 ODIs. Not ODIs, T20 internationals. Rohit Sharma here. Let's see some fireworks. He's overdue. Not got the mark of the first ball, but that looked like a juicy first ball to whack, to be honest. So no Kohli opening the batting. I thought he was going to do that and take the ball and ball behind the horns or ball by the horns and do his best, but he's not doing it. David Willey with his left arm bowling, quite tidy. Well, he's immediately gone for it, and he's got 4 runs for not quite 4. 1, it looks like. He went for an almighty hit. The first ball was a better ball to do that, actually. England versus Australia ended in a draw last time at SCG. Well, England draw. Okay, no. Sydney pitch is a great pitch. My favourite. Bull eye soil, natural pitch, not man-made. Punts, played 49 T20s, scored 741, average 23. Not brilliant. Pretty sure he's going to go from first ball. Well, it swung quite a bit too. Wasn't the best to runs, put it that way. That has some definite late movement. Harry Brook looks a young stud of a player. Oops, dropped there. Or dropped or misfilled by Roy. Our Aussies men will come up better playing tomorrow. Maybe. But if Sri Lanka's done all the hard work now, they deserve to get close to the first thing total. Drop catch. I was going for everything. I rate Roberts' captaincy above Dhoni or equal to him. No, Dhoni's the best captain by a country mile. Ganguly was a very good captain, but Dhoni was the best. Roberts was very good, but Dhoni was by far the best. No doubt about that. No, I don't think Roberts is better than MSD. I hate the Barmy Army the most. They are the worst people in the world. They don't respect their opponents. Rubbish. Barmy Army, the supporter group, or what? Well, so far this over from Willie's been pretty solid. He's only gone for 2. Robert Sharma's trying his level best to get out of the ground. Oh, there he goes. He didn't muck around. That's a big fat 6 there. That was a great shot. It deserved that. Nice shot. Just sat there to be hit. Beautiful shot. Sam Curran with his hair as blonde as possible. I'd like to see if Cummins gets involved to sweeps and whole day tomorrow. The grand start. Let's see. The Twitter account Norman, they always criticise Smith's colleague and all evening play. That's okay. So Stuart Broad is now in the commentary box. Yeah, Irish up front. Let's see how he goes. Another left-hander. That's a wide. It was an awful copy. I picked the version that was terrible. The Brahmi Army are the supporter group, not the team. Well, 2 left-arm bowls is unusual to have them 2 opening bowling for the team. There's no variety for the batsman at all. Right, Tom, look, the best is Dhoni. You can't say anything like that. Ashwin Karthik, what are you eating? Chocolate. Dark chocolate. Looking good? Jimmy. Looking smart, thank you. And if England wins today, the next World Cup, they need to strengthen their bowling. Yep, I would agree with that. A lot of indecisiveness in their bowling attack. That's an interesting ball that got away. Bad keeping. Did keep low. Yeah, it's interesting. Sam Curran seems to be swinging it away. All right, guys, I'll let you watch this match. I'm not in no mood to be watching it all night, as far as commentating on or not. I think it's good if you guys do that. I'm just going to see what the situation is with the 166. Okay. So Roberts said they'll go hell for leather in the power play. Well, very early days. There's evidence they're going for it. Yeah. You reckon Sam Mesler is England and West Indies bowling this week? Yeah. Can you agree with you on that? And Hunt's just hit the ball straight back over the head bowler for a massive, well, it's not 6, but it's 4. India hit 15 off the first 2 overs, it looks like. Hunt had no problems whatsoever. Beautifully struck. Great deliveries. Good comeback ball. Do you think Australia will win the Test match? Don't think so. Australia won't. Well, at this point, unless Sri Lanka absolutely collapse, it won't be. It shouldn't be that way. Norman India experimenting too much. That's not a good sign. I agree. They probably are expecting almost punter opening all of a sudden. Kohli should be the one opening. He was one of the designated openers. I'm not sure. There's a certain video that I put out. It's got 53,720. I don't know where this thing's going. Now, Sharma's hitting the ball up and over the top and clearing the boundary. England are lowly ranked in Test at the moment. Yes, so is Sri Lanka. No, KL Rahul's definitely going to come back. I think it's more to do with the fact that Punt's just not there to go for it. Ishaq Sharma was given an opportunity as well and didn't quite click. And Rohit Sharma's a beautiful shot, but there's a fieldsman out there. Rohit Sharma at 6. Rohit Sharma's fantastic. I don't know whether Australia can win this test. It's got to be. It's just how well Sri Lanka bats at this stage. Sri Lanka have got the control. Well played. Punt's gone to 10. Roberts 15. Into the third over 26 total. 3 balls left. Could easily be up. It looked like they're going to head for more than trying actually. Punt's slaughtering. I'll have Rohit Sharma's approach. So I'll have Punt's approach. They're both doing well. All right, guys. We might have an early finish tonight. I'm tired. So let's finish on that note with India rampaging ahead into the third over with none for 26, Rohit on 15, punt on 10. England having lost the first match. Looked like they could well be heading for the same result here. All right, so we'll talk more tomorrow. We've been on an hour 50 minutes. We'll talk to you more tomorrow. All the best, guys. Let's hope that England put a fight, but they're not doing a very good job at the moment. That's a wide there from Willie. All the best.